Hey yo, what's up? So, alright, this situation has kind of been on my mind, so I gotta talk about it. Do y'all remember the saying like it takes a village to raise a child, or basically the village is like the community, it takes a community to raise a child? Alright, I'm about to explain to you how this saying is so non-existent to today's generation. It's crazy because I work in well, not work, but as far as my major in college, it's under psychology, but it's also under allied human services, basically, which that means I gotta work with people. Anywhere there's people, there's chaos. Point blank, period. No way getting around it. And you always gonna, and if you work with people, you always gonna see some situations, hear some things, see some things that kind of make you laugh, irk your nerves, whatever the case may be. And this situation kind of was a little bit of both for me, because I was around a school set, well, not where I'm interning at. It's a rehab facility. However, it's also kind of push you as in a school setting because they work with people that's 14 on up, 14 to like, I'm gonna say 50. If you somewhat involved in drugs and in that age frame, boy or girl, you're gonna help, whether it be inpatient help or outpatient help, which is inpatient help meaning that you live in this facility. It's not a halfway house or nothing like that. No, you live within this facility to get right. If you watch VH1, Dr. Drew, okay, you see where they live at. Okay, that's how it is. They live in a facility where it's no drugs, no nothing. You have your activities, basically your sessions to help you cope, all that stuff. That's pretty much the setting in which I work at. But if you're like, I'm gonna say 17 to 14, 17 on down, you still go and you're not a inpatient, you're an outpatient, which means you live with your home, with your family or your friends or wherever you live at. You still live where you live, but you come into the facility for sessions, and then after your session is over, you go home. So that's outpatient. So a lot of times with the outpatients, if you're a child, it's a school bus that comes to get you from school. When I tell you, a lot of these kids, especially because a lot of times I get thrown into the sessions with guys, a lot of them are very nice, and that might just be because you looking at other dudes all day long, so it's nice to see a female that's close to your age that you can flirt with the past time. I don't know, that might be it. A lot of times that is it, but anyway, but they nice to me. But to other people, on an occasional day, you might see them act out towards certain counselors or interns or whatever it may be. And in this scenario, you can see like three of the younger siblings to this patient that it's just rude. Like, they were rude point blank period. To the point, this guy who looks like he's about 60, finally stood and said something like, you know what, y'all need to stop being so wild and so loud and so rude. Calm it down. They laughed in his face, which made me laugh because we all know how the youth is. I'm not gonna say youth like I'm old here, but we all know how young adults is, elementary school, middle school is. We know how they are. They take everything for a joke. Even people that's in high school take a lot of stuff for a joke. Even maybe in your freshman year of college, you think everything is fucking funny and you don't pay it out. There's no fucking attention. So of course I laughed because I already knew what was gonna happen. I knew they was gonna look at him like, who the fuck is you? You ain't my grandfather, you ain't my father, why is you talking to me? That's the what they projected out to him. And pretty much he got frustrated and was like, you know what, if I gotta come back there with somebody's child ass, I'm blah 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 blah. And it was other adults around, and they just kind of looked at him and didn't say anything, nor did they say anything to the kids, which pretty much let me know that it's no such thing anymore as it takes a village to raise a child. Because like that would have been back in the day when, my mom was only 35. Like that would have been back in the day when she was about 13, and an adult said, hey, you better shut the fuck up and chill out, sit down. As soon as one adult would have said that, all the other adults in the neighborhood or within that vicinity would have said, hey, you better do what he said. But nowadays it's like, okay, you're not that child's guardian, nor you're related to him in any type of form, nor is you a friend of the family to even dare to speak up. So that's why all the other adults in the vicinity were just looking at him like, man, they ain't paying your ass no mind and we ain't gonna back you up, so shut the fuck up and you sit down type thing. And it's just crazy to me because, like I said, nowadays That's how everybody feel. Everybody's kind of like, don't you tell me shit about my child. Don't you reprimand my child. Don't you do shit as far as my child is concerned. Let me do that, and you go over there and do you. You handle your situation. I'm gonna handle mine. Which in a sense is good, because now that today's world is getting crazier and you really don't know who to trust, especially around your kids. Because a lot of times nowadays, that same person that's the friend of the family that's always watched your daughter or always watched your son is the one molesting them on the low or something like that. So in a sense, it is a good thing that people now are parenting in that way of saying, I don't need no outside help. I don't need the community raising my child. I'm going to deal with them the way I want to deal with them. And then sometimes it's not, because with you just blatantly saying, oh, you know, you blatantly telling your child or showing your child, the only person that you guys fear is me or whoever that's in this fucking family or in this household. That's all they're going to do. But when they get in the outside world, they will blatantly disrespect the mess out their elders, and I think to a certain degree it's not cool. I know there is some older folks that do rub you the wrong way and do make you want to jump out your character or say something to them, because sometimes older folks just feel like they can say stuff just because they can say it, because they have that seniority on them, but that doesn't give you the right. But I don't know, it's just, I really don't know how I feel about it. It made me laugh, but then it just makes me realize like how much of a change it is in generations. I don't even have kids, but I'm pretty sure if I did have a child, I would make them, you know, respect, pretty much like how my mom does us. I'm a blatant person. I'm straightforward. If you piss me off, I'm gonna tell you pissing me off. But for the most part, with young, you know, with older people, once you piss me off, I'm not gonna say anything to you. I'd probably rather walk away from you, unless you done got under my skin so bad to the point I have to let you realize, like, I'm grown too, motherfucker. Stop talking to me like that. But in a lot of cases, I'd rather just walk away, because you old enough to be my grandmother, grandfather, great grand, whoever. So I think I would teach my kids to do the same. Like, for real, you got a problem, come to me, I handle the situation. You know, you come to mom, Dukes, come to pops, come to whoever that's older than you to reprimand the situation. But other than that, don't just blatantly just disrespect your elders. But a lot of times that's what the kids thinking they can do. They think they can blatantly disrespect their elders because they know it really ain't gonna be no repercussions for it, because at the end of the day, the parent gonna be like, don't tell me shit about my child, blah blah blah. Because a lot of times, especially in the black community, you say anything negative about their child or pull, you know, a parent aside and say, hey, or so and so did this, so and so did that, they're gonna be like, okay, what the fuck is you telling me for? Mind your motherfucking business before I slap the shit out of you. That's how they act. So yeah, that's just something to think about, for real.